The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Today, we see who's better in the NFC between the Washington Commanders and the Seattle Seahawks. The moment these NFC teams have waited for all season long. We're away in Wild Card Weekend. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. First carry now for Austin Eckler. And nice 70-yard chunk on the opening snap of this game.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Staying with Eckler. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Here we go.
On first down, here's Daniels. Maybe some nerves. It's an interception on his first pass. That is Nick Emanwari.
Daniels pass. Intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. May off the play fake. And his first pass falls incomplete. Pride connected with Xavier Worthy there. So 2nd down coming up.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Back to the air, it's May. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down. Went for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Now, this group likes to be aggressive. An early incompletion's not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
Man downfield, and he finds Besh. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line. That one goes for 31 yards. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
At the 17-yard line.
Again, it's May. Complete out to the right. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook is wide open.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Here's May again. Thrown for his running back, but he comes up empty, incomplete, and now they're facing 3rd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. To the air yet again, May. He gets it to feint. That's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks parlay the interception into points. No doubt about it, Brock. They are trying to take him out of this game from the start. And a touchdown on the opening drop. He misses on the extra point. So a good start for their offense, but not for him kicking. Score stays at 6-0. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Moore with a return. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10.
Set 19 strike. 19 strike.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Escapes the pocket.
That is an effort play. I love that by the defense. Corralling the QB behind the line. It can be tough to track these guys down when they decide to scramble. What excellent pursuit to stay on them the entire way.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. It's complete. Here's Austin Eckler. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. The only move this offense is making is toward the line, Brock. They're going for 4th and 3. They're going to go. It's Daniels. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Tried to float that one in, and defender's there for the interception. Was out just shy of their own 45 after that interception and return. Great team defense here. Got to him right as he was about to let that football fly, Brock, and the hit leads to a pick by their safety.
And an easy pick at that one, Kate. Not take anything away from who actually intercepted it, but that turnover was all about the guys up front. And one thing I love about today's game and analytics, we got more than just sacks. We get QB pressures, we get QB hits because we've seen the impact they can have, an impact that was felt right there with that INT.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
They send a tight end in motion. Play action now. Daniels. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Come on. Hey.
3rd and 1, Daniels. He finds Eckler out of the backfield. And this one had no chance. Hit well behind that line. That brings up 4th down. Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it.
Let's go now.
Daniels to throw on 4th. It's caught by McLaurin. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. They left the offense out there on 4th down, Brock, and look at the results. A big gain, 15 yards, and a fresh set of downs, too.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator's going to be one happy camper.
Here we go.
They'll run here on 1st down. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Daquan Jones with a tackle on that play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Here's Daniels. Flushed out of the pocket. He's keeping it. Not a lot of space, maybe to the 33. Tackle made by Jeff Okuda.
As quarterback, Kate, you got to hope that those crumbs don't just lead to the cookie in the passing game. A short scramble like that may open up a bigger one down the road.
And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. They'll come up on 1st and 10.
Washington, first down.
Yep. Pass.
First and 10 at the
60
21-yard line.
vices. 60 vices. 19 target. 19 target.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Now is Terry McLaurin on the target. And it sets up 2nd down. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal. Breaking the huddle, here's 1st and goal.
Here we go. Set. 70 Lions. 60 Eagles.
Back to the well again. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, it did the job on 1st down. More to come.
This is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. You always tell me, Brock, it is a whole different world here, running routes, working in confined spaces, instead of having that whole field to spread out a defense.
Oh, spot on, Kate. And some players, that's the world they thrive in, finding windows where windows shouldn't exist, and then being ready for the throw to arrive. It happens so fast.
And the kick is no good. An early point after left on the table. Maybe later in this game, it's going to be a moment we look back on. Well, probably still thinking about that missed extra point, partner, but he's got to move past it quick as he gets forward to send this one away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So 1st down from the 41. Operating from the gun, here's May. Going all the way to the end zone here. And he's got it in the end zone for the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks take the lead on the first play of the drive. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid, let him run.
That's up and through for the point after. And the Seahawks break that tie and now lead by 7. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Moore with a return. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down.
Washington takes over first.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
Panther 11. Panther 11. 60 Eagles.
Throwing now, Daniels. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. On the gun, it's Daniels. That's incomplete on 2nd down. First time this game they've looked to him. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. Escapes the pocket. That winds up incomplete and brings an end to our opening quarter. 1 quarter gone in our opening round game of the NFC postseason. 13-6 is our score. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Commanders in possession. They're looking at a punt, though, facing 4th down. Secures this at the 17. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 27.
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Travion Henderson. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. Gain of 15 there. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master. Seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone can finally get to him.
1st down, man. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. He gets loose down the right side. All the way, touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks take a 13-point lead. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olson would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
60 Bobcat, 60, 70 Timberwolves.
To throw, Daniels. Into the hands of Elijah Moore. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a gain of 12 on that one, and that's good for a Washington 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
You know, okay, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Daniels now. Escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And the gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
The Seahawks opting for a 5th DB nickel set for this 3rd down play. Daniels. That's another quick hitter. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works. They come up just an inch or 2 short for the 1st down.
A little outside their comfort zone to try a field goal, so instead they're going for this on 4th down. And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And this one will not work out for him. He's stacked up behind the line and is going to head off after a turnover on downs.
Yeah, I don't care that they didn't get it. Still the right call in that situation. It's a little too long for a field goal, and a punt really nets you very few yards. The decision-making was sound. It was the execution that let them down.
Again for the first time to Rashad White. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
On the screen, this is White. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. And that's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the 1st, and it did. So long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
From the gun, it's May. Connects with Fant. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks making a 3-possession game.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field. Route check, skip catch, quickly become a runner check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball to the 35 to begin this drive.
On the ready.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Gravity Lions. Bronco 80.
Daniels back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Take a look at that scoreboard, and you just can't backwards. If you're going to close this gap, you've got to stay on schedule. Had a hard time doing so with a double-digit deficit.
He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Here's a nickel look by the Seahawks. 3rd down. Now Daniels to throw. Flush down out to his left. It's on target to Moore. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down.
Okay, ready.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready.
Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete. No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Out of the shotgun. They'll give it to him inside. Looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Jesse Bates getting up for the stop that time.